Hey dudes, so before this video starts this week, I just want to say a few things very briefly. And after this, you know, unless something else crazy happens, I don't plan on talking about it again. The events of what happened this weekend, it was never my intention. I know you guys know that. The whole point of me not saying people's names in that video was to prevent things like this from happening, and I understand that the video that this other creator posted was beyond my control. You know, I didn't tell her to do that. No one told her to do that. Was it a bad idea on her end? Yeah, for many, many reasons. That all aside, I didn't want this to happen. I feel like I have to apologize, even though, yeah, this was not my intention to happen, but it happened, you know? So I mean, I do feel partially responsible for the actions that this other person took, and obviously I don't agree with them. Quite frankly, this whole situation is incredibly confusing to me. I cannot wrap my head around why, just why. And just so you guys know too, I'm gonna be filtering comments on this video, so this person's name, different ways to spell their names, like probably the word drama, anything involving those words, I'm going to be filtering those comments out because a lot of you guys wanted to know why I disabled comments on the last video. The comments were turning into speculation wars, and obviously some of you guys were correct in your speculations, but a lot of you guys weren't. And I didn't think that that was fair to the people who were not involved, you know? So I just turned off comments because I did not want my comment section to turn into some conspiracy theory, you know? Despite how much I love conspiracy theories, it's not something I wanted to host in my comment section, you know? To the creator who took it upon herself to make the video that really kind of dug her grave a little bit, the one thing I think I could apologize for is that when she reached out to me on Instagram, I did not sugarcoat anything, which I guess I wouldn't apologize for that. I guess it's more so like maybe instead of immediately like being confrontational, I probably could have been like, okay, I'll hear you out, and then just shut up. But I was confrontational. I mean, that shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. I'm a confrontational person, but I think that might have contributed to her decision that she made. That's my character development, I guess. I'm not sorry for making the video because I think everything I said needed to be said and needed to be put out for other people to know what is going on in this community, because something needs to change. And I've never been a person to just sit back and be like, something needs to change, but I'm not gonna say anything about it, you know what I mean? I don't want to apologize for that. I just want to apologize for the things it caused, if that makes sense. This is really hard to put into words, but I think you guys all kind of know what I'm trying to say. I'm not condoning the mean comments that are being left on her video. Also, death threats were brought up in her video, and I do want to say, first of all, I do not believe that anyone in my community would actually send a death threat, but on the off chance that it happened, I obviously don't condone that either. It's confusing and it's sad to me, honestly, but I do hope the silver lining is someone so young may have learned this lesson in life very early. I certainly didn't learn it until a lot later than she did. I hope that she takes something from this and learns, and I also hope that the community changes, and maybe it'll be for the better, maybe it'll be for the worse. I just want to see everyone be happy, dude. I don't want to see other people fight with each other. I just want to see all of us make our content, do our own thing, and not worry about what everyone else is saying and doing. And I know that I can work on that as well. Sorry, that probably wasn't as brief as I thought it was going to be, but let's just jump into the memes. What's up, wave makers? It's me, Mommy Suna. And today, I'm sweating. Yo, it's hella hot here. Welcome to freaking Phoenix. It is hotter than Satan's armpit. Before we look at some memes, I wanted to say thank you to Oxman Originals who sent me, you guys remember this, I talked about it in one of our MLM reviews, the Reddit reviews a few weeks ago. But yeah, Oxman Originals cross-stitched. This is like custom handmade. Look at how funny! It's so cute. They gave me like this frame that has this little, you know, so I'm putting it on my desk. I thought I was gonna hang it up on the wall, but I just want to look at it. I don't know, maybe I'll move it, but I still have a lot of work to do here and I've just been putting it off. But eventually, one day, we'll figure it out. All right, thank you Oxman Originals for making me that cross-stitch. I love it. It's so beautiful. But okay, let's look at the top posts this week and let's hope for a good week because, honey, we all need it. Also, itty bitty's in here, so.
Come here. Come here. Come sit on my lap and look at memes. Okay, kitty. What a good kitty. Okay.
Oh, she's purring. Top pose this week is a LuLaRoe post. This woman used to sell LuLaRoe a few years back. Today she posted pictures of a yard sale at her house, and this was one photo. Yikes. Oh my gosh, what does that sign say? I'm too blind to read that. Fill a yellow bag for $20. Oh, I mean, you can't really like tell what some of these designs are, but that first one, ugh, not a good start. That's ugly as hell. What are you doing? You staying up here?
Hello.
So she used to sell this stuff a few years back. She's probably been trying to get rid of this stash for a while.
Bye.
These are just like all the ugly pieces. It sucks because like one of those fucking dresses or muumuus or whatever you call them, they look like something you would call a muumuu. I don't really know. I think one of those runs for like at least twice that, like at least 40, 50 bucks maybe? I don't know, I don't really remember. So she's definitely taken a loss. Monat! It's detox! I'll save you the click, it's Monat. Hundreds complain that hair products caused balding, sores, and itching. I wonder if this is new news, because the date on this tweet is new. I wonder if there's just more coming out. Monat, with how much it's grown lately, I can't imagine that they don't have an excess of people having these issues right now. So I don't know anything about the Orlando Centennial, but hopefully it reaches enough people. Well, it has 6,000 retweets, so there's that. Hey hun! The best way to reconnect with people you haven't talked to since high school is to say you're open to multi-level marketing schemes. I mean, maybe not call it a scheme. If you don't call it a scheme, they'll definitely slide into your inbox for sure. All right, sweet, we got another Monat thing. Monat's kind of all over the place this week, huh? Waited until I could see she had read it, then blocked her. A friend of a friend. She wasn't on my friends list. Oh god.
Hey, with what's going on, I'm focused on productive on my home-based business. Hey listen, I know we don't know each other. I see that you are into a healthy lifestyle. I work with a lot of people that live healthy, and I'm just curious if you're open to taking a look at what we do to make extra monthly income through social media? If not, no big deal. I just thought I would ask.
Someday you're going to be very embarrassed that you predatorily mine your friends' list to try to recruit people to your MLM, right? I mean, it's just desperation at its finest, you know? No shade, because she ended up being really chill. But my upline that I had with Lime Life, she was a sister of one of my friends. You know, I had never met her. I had no reason to even know she existed. And she just kind of slid into my friend request one day and then, you know, slid into my inbox, and that's how I ended up getting in with Lime Life, was with someone that I didn't even know. You get 99 no's and 1 yes, and I was that yes, I think. So, you know, this person was definitely mining as well, because how else would they have found me? Oh god. This one's kind of long. It's called My Rich and Ignorant Cousin Got Roped into Monat, tried to warn her, got scoffed at and rejected, then came vindication. Oh good. I think this is gonna be really good. My cousin comes from a family of millionaires. After she fulfilled her duty of husband hunting and procreating, she decided to give up on her 8-month career as a teacher. She's always been the try-hard influencer type before there was a word for it. Cheerleading, pageants, and sororities, oh my. Now that she's a stay-at-home mom with a newborn, she's been upping the ante of attention-seeking on social media. Suddenly, she started vlogging on her IG stories about housewife stuff. She used to only post photos, no videos of herself, so it was a noticeable change. I figured she was just bored and needed the pretend validation, but within 2 days of the out-of-character vlogs, she announced that a close friend from her alma mater told her about Monat, and since she had lost so much hair after baby, she was thrilled to be a partner in the company. Me and my cousin are polar opposites. It made a lot of sense that she would be the type that an MLM would target. While she bothers me in many ways, I care about her and I didn't want to see her continue on ignorantly, so I immediately sent her a message including multiple articles surrounding the lawsuits around Monat. She was extremely curt with me. First, she pretended like the links I sent didn't work. I resent them and also sent them to her via text. Then she said, oh well, I've heard really great things and a lot of my friends have had a lot of success. I was kind in response. I told her I didn't want her to think I was judging her and that I was only sharing the information because I've done a lot of research on MLMs and I think they're predatory and dangerous. I wished her luck. She didn't respond. She immediately told my aunt, her mom, classic, probably spun some kind of victim web around it, making me seem jealous and hateful of a new mom trying to make some extra money. It's how that side of my family handles everything. Anyway, because I have plenty of experience with how my cousin/aunt spin things, I told our grandma about what I said to her. I didn't argue my case. I just wanted her to know my side, as I was sure she already heard some warped version of the event from my aunt or cousin. A couple weeks went by of some of the cringiest videos I'd ever seen. They were so scripted and desperate it made my skin crawl. She quickly paid more money to be promoted. She even had some kind of a launch party to sell the products. I tried to forget about it. I muted her stories and counted it as a loss. Flash forward to 3 weeks after I sent the message. I was having breakfast with my grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, and husband. Out of nowhere, my grandma says, "Did you hear about cousin's name?" She was talking to my mom, not to me directly. My mom said, "No, I didn't. What happened?" My grandma says, "Well, that stuff she was selling, some kind of hair shampoo or something, it made her baby very sick. He got a horrible rash and had bloody diapers. She was panicking and took him to the hospital. The doctor asked her if she changed her diet or routine because he thought it was coming from her breast milk. Turns out it was the shampoo." From what my grandma says, my cousin contacted Monat and threatened to sue if she didn't get all her money back. They paid her back, she deleted all the posts and pretended nothing happened. She most definitely didn't message me. I don't think she wanted me to know. Oh my god. That did not end the way I thought it was going to. First of all, that poor child. Second of all, is it because she was washing the baby with Monat? Because like, how can you washing your hair with Monat affect your baby? Maybe. I'm looking through the comments just because I'm curious to see what other people say, because I'm sure there's other people who are just as confused as I am. The top comment says, "Oh my god, that poor baby," the actual baby, not your cousin. "What sort of crazy ass chemicals are in Monat that it could make a baby sick through breast milk?" Someone said, "I'd be willing to bet she was using Monat on the baby." And the OP said, "I actually can't say she wasn't. Oddly enough, her baby's hair is growing in very strangely, and she's from a family where image is everything, and anything less than perfection is picked apart and ridiculed, so maybe she was trying to help him grow his hair in. She's not very bright." I guess a lot of people are confused about this too, but I guess it can't be clarified, because we're always arguing like, Monat doesn't soak into the hair follicles the way they say it does, and it certainly doesn't like soak into their bloodstream the way they say it does. So how would it get into the breast milk? I don't know. I'm not a scientist or a doctor. I don't know how this shit works. But how would he get bloody diapers from shampoo? Because then it would have to like affect him internally, right? Like I don't know. All my science people, all my medical people, leave your thoughts down below. I'd be very interested to see what you all think about this. It is entirely possible that the doctor was just like, "Oh, you changed your routine, so it's that." But like, babies grow and develop and get issues that are unrelated to those things just from growing and developing, you know? I mean, I definitely don't want to say it was definitely Monat, even though the doctor said it was definitely Monat. I don't know, the whole thing just sounds sketchy. You tell me, what do you guys think? Also, Sparrow, we used to call her grandpa baby when she was born with like a full head of hair, kinda. I mean, a full head of hair as in like there was hair all over her head, her entire head. And then at like 3 months, all of this hair fell out, but she still had hair around the sides, so she had a grandpa haircut. We called her grandpa baby. She didn't actually like grow hair on top until maybe a year later. I think it's really, really normal. I had a friend whose baby only grew hair up here. It was like the opposite of Sparrow, which was cute because she could put her in like little ponytail and stuff, but couldn't do that with Sparrow. And then like, of course, this hair was always growing, so then eventually she had a rat tail. And like, yeah, Sparrow had some weird hair growing up. It's long and beautiful and Rapunzel-like now, but like, yeah. I think that's common with babies, but anyway. Man, imagine your baby being bald. Surprise, surprise, sometimes babies are bald. And being like, "I'm gonna rub Monat on its head!" Like, ugh. There's so many essential oils in those shampoos too. I feel like it doesn't take a genius to know you probably shouldn't do that. Like, they make baby shampoos for a reason, and they're like extremely safe for babies, and there's a reason for that. Like, you have to have special laundry detergent and stuff for newborn babies because their skin is sensitive. Like, there's so many things. So I don't know. I just I'm sorry. Sometimes I talk with my hands too much. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you think. It's interesting. I saw this and immediately thought of this sub. "I work for $1 billion company. It's McDonald's." Congratulations, you did it. See, that would be like a franchisee calling the McDonald's franchise that they run a small business. I mean, am I wrong? No, you still work for $1 billion company. But like, those people wouldn't even call it a small business. So like, why should you call it a small business if you're kind of essentially doing the same thing in an MLM? Like, you're just buying the rights to sell their products. Oh my god, I'm sweating so much. If you guys could feel my armpits. If you could feel my armpits, I wouldn't let you, because it's gross. Color Street. A Color Street hun showing off her mani in a nail fee. Yikes. Ugh. It's really not that hard. Guys, it's not that hard to apply Color Street. I think when people have results like this, it's because they're not like pushing back their cuticles and then they're just like slapping it on there and then just like not, I don't know. Like, okay, I know I said a few weeks ago that I wasn't gonna use Color Street anymore. I cracked and I decided to do it again. I have like Halloween-y ones, kind of, well, they're just sparkly black, but I have like orange ones too. And I'm like, oh, those will be perfect for Halloween. Oh, even though my nails underneath are just like dry and brittle. I know I shouldn't do it. You don't have to scold me, but okay, but seriously though, like I could get the edges round, you know? They're chipping a little at the top. I put a gel polish coat on top of them too. I mean, come on. If I can get the edges round, I think anyone can. It's like really not that hard. So I look at this and I'm like, girl, like what were you doing? Were you trying to do that on a boat in some rockin' ass seas? Like what are you doing? I'm not playing around with the boss babes today. Checked her profile and saw what she and her coworkers do.
Hi, I'm Karen, a senior at a school, haha. My coworker and I came across our page and we feel like you might be really good at what we do. We were wondering if you've ever thought about working in the health and beauty industry?
Monat has several lawsuits against them and they're an MLM, multi-level marketing scheme, aka a pyramid scheme. MLMs target and take advantage of women. A job shouldn't require you to pay anything up front. For your sake and safety, I hope you research this more. Good luck. I wonder if this is like a high school senior, like freshly turned 18, or if they're like a college senior. Is that a thing? College seniors are a thing, right? There's college freshmen and stuff, but I don't know if it goes up to senior like high school does. I have no idea. I wouldn't know. I'm a dropout. It's always sad to see people get sucked in that young. And how old is the coworker? I guarantee the coworker's the upline, huh? Jeez. Get out of my DMs, hun. MLM huns when someone opens up about their trauma. Oh, it's a sad truth. It really is. I feel like we've seen this one before like a long time ago, but still, regardless. It's always like, oh, someone in your family is terminally ill, try my oils. Oh, someone in your family had chemotherapy and all their hair fell out, try Monat. Like, so frustrating. Oh, more it works. An update from my last post. Yes, she blocked me. You know what works to get them to leave you alone? The truth. It really does work.
Hey girl. I know this is random and I'm not sure if this is at all something you would be interested in, but I was curious if you may want to be a 90-day product tester from me using one of our products. I'm looking for 2 more ladies right now. I'd love your help to build my portfolio. You would get a huge discount too. Would you be open to more info? Hey, I saw your comment on my post about losing weight. I can definitely help you. Can I send you more info about our wraps?
I don't like supporting MLMs because they take money from their influencers and don't give them anything in return.
Taking money from someone and not providing any goods or services in return is illegal and called a pyramid scheme. You definitely should run from people like that. MLM is not a pyramid scheme, it is simply an entrepreneurial business model. We are a company that provides high-quality, all-natural, clinically proven products to our customers.
What's your rank at It Works? Unless you're at Emerald, you're not making enough to survive. This one is directly from the It Works website. Notice the 1.9% of people in the company who managed to get to Emerald. I'm not trying to be rude, but this is the reality. The chance of anyone making any money is 1.9%. You seem like a good person, so I really don't want to see you fail. If you're a distributor, your average income a month is $48. No one can survive on that, and that's not even enough to be a side hustle. And then it says this person is unavailable on Messenger. Oh, the truth hurts, honey. I don't think this person was being rude or bitchy or anything like that. It's the truth that people try to hide, you know? You're speaking facts, block. God, some people get so butthurt. Because I guarantee if this person would have just left them on red and not said anything, this person wouldn't have bothered them anymore. So it's like, what's the point of blocking them? What are you trying to do? I don't get it. Waste their time. It's the emojis for me.
Hey guys. I have a weight loss support group where we have recipes, exercises, support and products. If you would like help jumpstarting your weight loss, it's free to join. If you're interested, let me know and I'll add you. No pressure to buy anything ever. Just lots of helpful info, encouragement, and fun. Send me a friend request and I'll get you added.
Hey, I don't know why you think the emojis are going to make people more likely to fall for your pyramid scheme, but you should probably rethink your strategy and stop preying on people's insecurities. Did this person use a poop emoji? She wrapped the word scheme in a pyramid and then a turd that's also kind of the shape of a triangle. Ah, shit, that's beautiful. Yeah, it's like we make fun of people who use emojis like that, but it's because it's a thing that people do. I think a lot of them have kind of strayed away from the emoji usage, but this person clearly hasn't. No pressure to buy anything. I guarantee that everything in that group is all about trying to make sales, so whatever. Ooh, part of Monat's agreement with the AG, Attorney General. This has been going on for a few weeks now, I think, but I'm curious to see what's being highlighted here. Let's just read all this, shall we? Also, if you want a deeper dive into this Attorney General agreement between them and Monat in the state of Florida, Kimbyrleigha has a great, like 40-minute long in-depth video going through the entire thing. If you want more information on what's going on here, if you haven't heard of this yet with Monat, go over to Kimbyrleigha's channel and watch that video. It's highly recommended, but let's read this part here. In the agreement with the Attorney General, Monat affirmed that it will permanently refrain from making any representation about the health benefits, safety, performance, or efficacy of any of its products unless it possesses and relies upon competent and reliable scientific evidence to substantiate that the representation is true. Okay, so basically what they're saying here is that there is no competent and reliable scientific evidence to substantiate that any of their representations are true. Even though the Huns always like to be like, oh, well, Monat did their own clinical studies, and but like, yeah, Monat did their own clinical studies, and they used people on their scientific board, on their payroll, to conduct those studies. So there's this thing called bias. So I think from what I can tell, like a lot of the scientific community kind of just dismisses all of those clinical studies because there's too many variables that don't add up to it being scientifically sound, you know what I mean? So even Monat here is just like, yeah, none of our shit means anything, so... Misrepresenting that a product causes hair loss because your scalp is detoxifying and the hair follicles are enlarging. I wonder where this even came from, because I mean maybe Monat like has it posted in their back office somewhere, but the Huns are always saying this. I feel like some upline somewhere made it up and everyone just took it and ran with it. But they are not, I repeat, they are not allowed to use the word detox pretty much anymore because it's just not a thing. They've been lying about it the whole time and now they're getting called out. Misrepresenting that a product is clinically proven to increase hair growth and significantly decrease hair loss. Well, then what the hell was the point of doing those clinical studies in the first place, Monat? If you're gonna sit here and be like, you can't say that anything's clinically proven. Well, you did clinical studies and all of your people are sharing shit all over the place, so again, they're like basically sitting here admitting that all of the shit that they posted on their website as scientific evidence is not scientific evidence at all. And the next one just goes into what I just got done saying. Misrepresenting that the benefits of its products are scientifically proven or that independent lab tests confirm their safety and effectiveness. Again, clinical studies who, Monat? Yep, nope, they don't mean shit, and Monat said it themselves. Misrepresenting that the company was certified by any entity, including governmental entities. Weren't they trying to say it was certified by like the World Congress of Hair or something like that, but then we all found out that they were just kind of like, not even a featured speaker, like they just had like a poster or a flyer or something up at the convention, and that's like it. Misrepresenting that a product does not and never will contain polyethyl glycol, petrochemicals, sulfates, harmful fragrances, and harmful colors, and that its products are 100% vegan or gluten-free. There's proof right there that Monat says that all their products are not vegan or gluten-free. Just keep that in mind. Also, hey, harmful fragrances and harmful colors, among other things, might be present in Monat. Now, are those things present in other products as well that are not Monat? Yeah, probably. I'm sure they're all over the place. But Monat can't claim that they're any different from any other people, pretty much. Misrepresenting that customers are receiving a 100% money-back satisfaction guarantee and the total cost that will be incurred as a result of accepting a discount. I don't understand the last part. I was reading into this. I don't necessarily remember the exact details. Maybe it's in Kimbyrleigha's video, but their 100% money-back satisfaction guarantee is bullshit. I think it had to do with like having to pay like shipping and stuff like that. I'm not really sure. I don't remember, so excuse me for not remembering that part, but yeah, they don't have a money-back guarantee. And finally, falsely or deceptively using stock photos as before and after photos in its advertisements. So this means that like I couldn't go take my head shaving picture and then like take a picture now and be like, look at my hair growth over the past year and a half, and someone could not take those and be like, look at what Monat did for this baldy. And the fact that they have to put this in there means that this is happening, you know? They wouldn't just like make this a rule if no one was doing it. I mean, maybe that's just my opinion, but come on. Okay guys, we're gonna end this episode here, but before we do, let's thank my patrons. Huge thank you goes to Amanda McMahon, Anxiety for Days, Corey Allison, Irene Nordeed, Michelle Matthews, Unknown System Error, Katrina Rosemarick, Elizabeth Wyatt, Karina Winman, Maria Burchett, Meredith Nakata, Molly Larson, Molly Wasilewski, Rach J, Real Fly Realized, Turd Ferguson, Bobby, Boris Geller, Clark Grace, Daniel Urena, Desiree Lopez, E. Higgins, Evan Adler, Eve Blondo, Hey Felicia 93, JP Gino Schaefer, Jackie Waple, Justin Kelsey, Kelly Creffield, Kim Cartwright, Laura Lynn Martin, Maddie Darley, Nikki Amber, Rachel McHenry, Savannah Krakowskis, Tara Jensen, Tuesday the 13th, Vanda's Closet, and Cat Loves Things and Stuff. And to the rest of my wonderful patrons, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you. I really appreciate it so much. And after everything last week, I appreciate those of you who didn't contribute to me having to disable the comments on that video. Okay, thanks. I didn't post about it on like my community tab because I knew that people were just going to turn that comment section into another shit talking war. Basically what was going on is that everyone was speculating who I was talking about. Some people were right, some people were wrong. Certainly the people who were wrong, I didn't want them bringing those people into the drama when they didn't deserve to be in it in the first place. So I thought that the comment sections were getting really toxic, so I just went ahead and disabled it. We're moving on. Savannah, Mommy Tsunami is moving on no matter what. But I do appreciate those of you who didn't contribute to all that bullshit, and I appreciate those of you who were supportive and respectful and everything. So keep making waves, babes. I will smell you guys later. Mommy Tsunami out.